How's everybody doing? Audio sound good for everybody? I think we're good here. I might try the Orzhov life gain deck to start things out. I haven't played this version of it before. Alright, thanks, Dujin. Alright, we got a Leyline of Hope, which is good to start with. Not a whole lot for life gain yet. Alright. Under tap, we can get this down. Lunar Convocation. Again, we need to find that life gain. They got their siege down. Get our creature down. I'm gonna hex it. Give us a target for the ooze at least. Hey! Hinterland. Probably not long for this world. Yep, nowhere to run. We can hold off on that. Leatherhead. Don't have any creatures for that, unfortunately. I think we gotta draw a card. We are not getting luck with land here. Gonna take quite a bit of damage here. He can actually destroy our ooze now if he wants to. Let's go after that one. We get a tapped land that has hexproof, so we can't go after it with shelter. Shredder. Maybe we go after the siege so it doesn't get the counters. I just hope they don't have removal. Hey Nacho, how's it going? Hillbilly, what's going on? Good seeing both of you. Yeah, they've had enough removal to really stop us. We didn't have any life gain to start out, really. The only life gain we had was turn 3. Like, we just give her another try. How's the streaming going, Hillbilly? I don't get to catch your streams very much live because you're during the day. Can I actually gain life? This if we whole lot of tap land though. Well, that's good. Grangarad's not good, but that is. No blocks. Get that in tap. We cast this. Ooze is going to be pretty good to get rid of the lessons in their yard. I guess I haven't really tried going up the ladder. I shot up from shot up to level 2 or 2, plat 2. And I've kind of hung around plat 2, but I've been playing a lot of strange decks and all sorts of stuff, which I don't expect to level up when I do that. What kind of decks are you playing? The artist talent. Do untap land. I think we get this down. We can gain life with our barons, which will pump this up. Probably spell snare. Not good. I think we still put the tap land down. I usually get Mythic the last week, so usually the last 4 days I usually hit it. I don't really try for it though, so that probably is a good reason why. Ooh, that's a good one. Of course they got Quencha for it. I like playing Kona. Kona's a fun deck. I will say Kona I don't think is that well positioned right now. Just seems like the meta's made it so that's a little harder to play. But you can go on a good run with it though.
Don't underestimate it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up on this deck for now.
I have a plan.
Everything seems to be shifting to a spell heavy. Oh, you play a lot of Affinity? How have you been doing with the Affinity? Pitch that. We just get that down. I haven't really played
Time to
the
embrace the local culture.
I haven't played the Affinity deck. I was making a version of it really early on. I just didn't play very good, but I could look up another version probably. I just haven't really touched it. Crazy Kappa. Nacho, you've been playing Mythic Mike's Skeletons. Is that you playing as Orzhov Skeletons? Yeah, we'll just give this one a and see. We'll switch up the decks here. So we're down to plat tier 3 right now. Sure. Where can you post it in the Discord? I'll give you the Discord address. We'll give it a look. There's a Discord address. Just post it in the deck list. Oh, somebody. Is that you? Tia Bait? Is this your deck? All right. Awesome. Inquisitor, Pixie. Pixie's always fun when you can bounce a lot of stuff. Shelter by Ghosts, Cavern Bats, Betrayals. Go Ninja Go. I haven't played with this, but I know it's a pretty good one. Hey, Progress. Deep Fried, how's it going? Oh, Progress, that's you. Okay. This is Dijin's deck. We'll take a look at yours next here, and then we'll look at Dijin's first. Dijin. Progression. Hold on here, let me copy this over. Uh-oh. I'm missing something. Oh, this isn't a standard deck, is it? I can't really speak for the other formats. I don't. I typically only play standard. Does look like a fun deck though. Synthesizer, Metamorph, Thoughtcast. Let's take a look at the other standard deck here. So this is yours progression. You said you get sheltered in first hand a lot of times? Go Ninja Go, exile target creature you control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Deal damage equal the greatest power among creatures you control. Okay. What are you typically targeting with this? Hellkite? Are you trying to do like a land destruction? I guess you could also make multiple Yaras. Oh, yours is it? Yeah, no, I saw yours. Yours wasn't standard though. Jin? Yours was this was your deck here. Jin. This isn't a standard deck though. So I'm missing a lot of the cards because I don't play the other formats. It's timeless. Yeah. Yeah, I don't play timeless, unfortunately. So I can't really give you too many recommendations on what to do for it. I have a buddy that really loves playing artifacts in timeless. Slowing them down and grinding them to death. Okay. Let me get this fixed here. I always hate how the lands come in. We'll give this one a whirl. I think it's gonna play kind of interesting. I've been wanting to try out this Go Ninja Go. I just haven't played it yet. Sorry, Jin, I couldn't help you much with that one. Alright, we go first here. Got a couple bats. Don't have any of our red lands, unfortunately. We'll try it. Bat out. Got all these dragons. Well, we want to get rid of that, obviously. One flame. Yeah. That's going to stop a lot of our creatures, obviously, from triggering if they were able to cast that. Hey, it's a red source. Maybe we just drop that in case we find another red source. There's another Hellkite. We'll attack in. Choose a card other than creatures. That's all I got. Okay. Keep the in-web for one of the other fun other ones. Maybe go after their white mana. Lightning burst. Yeah. At least they can't cast it this turn. Never mind. I had the treasure token. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's a bummer. So I think we gotta get a creature down here. Oh. Get the Hellkite down. Get him down in land. Let's hope. I think the Conqueror is going to be dropping, unfortunately. And I don't want to put... I guess I can attack in with this and then get Yara out. Hey, Dan the Man, how's it going? I'm going to attack in first. See what he does. I'm expecting him to just let it go through. Gonna get the Enduring Innocence down. We're gonna in-web. And we hope we get a tap land. Go with instant. Alright, untap land. If we get an untap land, we could shelter and drop Hellkite. How's it going tonight, Dan? Did find another one. I think... Well, he can kill anything that I drop. That's the unfortunate thing. Maybe we kind of force them to use the lightning strike on a creature. Unfortunate we can't cast the other shelter, so no attacks. They're gonna use the lightning oh, they didn't use the lightning strike. I suppose they could always kill the lightning, or they kill the Yara. Oh, jeez. All right. Good game. Yeah, man. There's a lot of good, fun ones out there. There's a couple that I've been missing some wild cards for that I wanted to try out. I wanted to try out the Neutron combo. I need 3 2 or 3 wild cards or mythics wild cards for that one. This game really sucks up the wild cards if you want to build a lot of decks. Keep this. Hey, speaking of artifact deck. Maybe it's something else, but it could be an artifact deck. You can see. Yep, looks like it's going to be an artifact deck. Yeah, they really went off here. That was a good turn. This format is so fast. Take that last card that they got. Can't take it. It's a land. The normal cards? What do you consider normal cards for the Final Fantasy set there, Nacho? We've been messing around with Krang and Nexus of Becoming. That's a fun one. I think I did a deck with Krang and Nexus at one point. At the beginning of the set release. Oh, the basic one. Yeah, we'll block just to get rid of one. We're in trouble on this game already. All the common. Got 4 of all the commons. I'll have to show you my sets, but it's funny because you can tell when I started streaming because I started collecting the cards, and you can just, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, they definitely kicked my butt on this one. I think I might as well scoop on this one. We ain't coming back from this. Yeah, what is it? Set collections. You can see exactly when I started streaming right here. Because I got pretty much full sets since I started streaming. Although I'm surprised I had a full set from this. I really did like Aether Drift, so I think I played a lot of it. I drafted quite a bit of it too. But I didn't play much during these other sets in here. I've just collected... Bloom Barrow I played quite a bit of. Plaid Hell? Well, let's play something. Let's mix it up with the decks we got here. We'll try to play... Do we want to play this deck? This has a little more interaction to it. It's a little slow. We're playing the discard one earlier because I was recording a video for it. Let's play some games with that just to have a little fun. Hey, Subspecies, how's it going? What time of day is it over by you? I know you're over there in Australia. I'm not sure how far a difference in time it is. Opponent goes first. We do have quite a bit of discard. We can keep this. Let's go with the duress. Oh, that stinks. We can get the Hellkite gone next turn. Yeah, it's Sunday, but what time is it? Wrinkle's gonna be decent. Same thing with Day of the Black Sun if we can get land. Let's do Deceit. Do we want to get rid of that Hellkite? Oh, it's 1300. Okay, I missed that. 1300. So 1 in the afternoon. Yeah, because it's my local time. It's 10 p.m. So what would that be? 2200. Man, we're not doing too good here. We're not getting our land. Oh, they had 2 lands, so that was a nice one to drop, but unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna do very good here. 7 damage a turn. They even have a map token. On 1 land. I think we gotta do this just to make sure that they don't have something else. The issue is we still can't get rid of everything next turn. So it's a GG's anyways. They can. They absolutely can. They have to have a pretty good start to be okay. Well, we're stuck on 2 land that one, so that was a really rough one. Because if you can get up to 4 mana, you have a fighting shot, especially because you got the Day of the Black Sun as a sweeper, and you also have the Rankles. That Rankles prank can get rid of 2 creatures. You also have all the momentum breakers in this deck. I'll show you the list. I forgot to show you guys the list. This one actually plays pretty good. We'll keep this one. It's a little slow. Yeah, there's another pretty aggressive deck here. We will get rid of their pollinator. The other thing this deck has for it, it has a slasher, so it can stop a lot of attackers. In a lot of ways, discard is almost like its secondary plan. Okay. Mainline Weaver. Get the slasher down. Yeah, I guess he is a bug, isn't he? I never really looked at the artwork that closely. Yeah, they got the Boroid. Figured that was coming. Do need to find our removal here. Question is, do we do this to ourselves to try to find a Rankle's Prank rather than a discard? I think we do. Hey, look at that. We'll do no block. We're going to kind of make it so they don't want to attack him with their Boroid. And then we can Rankle's Prank and still get our slasher back. Hopefully they don't drop another creature. I mean, that's kind of far-fetched to think they're not going to. They drop another Boroid. Well, if they attack him with both of them, I suppose we could do this and then Rankle's Prank, and then we get rid of both Boroids. We lose our slasher, but I'm okay with that. So we'll do this. We're gonna have them discard, sacrifices 2. Do we want them to lose 4? Do 4 too. Not liking the Boroid, huh? Ooh, they have a Nature's Rhythm. Can't cast it right now because they don't have enough land, but on them Riddler, they'll draw a card. We can force a discard of 2. Oh, the Elf's pretty good for them. Day of Black Sun. We can... They only have 1 card in hand. We can force a return to their hand. But they're going to cast that, and I don't want to return that. second day of Black Sun for 1. We get 1 more land. It's gonna sound a little weird, but I think we're gonna do this to us. And then we'll have Day of Black Sun that we can sweep the board next turn. We'll keep this up just in case. Hey, Jay Villain, how's it going? Good seeing you. Appreciate having people like the stream. If people don't know, Jay Villain is a awesome streamer. Definitely check out his channel. He streams and posts great video, daily content for the most part. Got the Weaver. I should have probably bounced the Riddler. Actually, no, we'll let that hit so that we can Day of the Black Sun. That is just 5, yep. Instead of Escape from Tarkov? Yeah. I think it's tough to do just one game, I think, for a lot of channels. It makes sense for Magic, but I think for like shooters and stuff like that, I think it's you almost have to be a variety gamer. Force them to discard. Got 2 cards in hand. That was pretty good. Tapped. Gotta get this out so we can start doing some damage to him. It's fun doing videos, though. Yeah, dip your toes in the water. Make some videos, try it out, see how you like it. It's kind of how I ended up doing it. You can do 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can force him to sack here, which makes it so his rhythm doesn't do as much damage. Or not damage, but get a bigger creature. No attacks. Actually, I probably could have attacked in because we got the momentum breakers to gain life. This rhythm's going to be a tough one to play around. He's got a Boroid. He got that off the top of his deck. That's nasty. Well, we need another Rankle's Prank at this point. And even so, he's 1 land away from another Boroid. Duress doesn't do anything here. I think I just gave him the 8. I think we're good here. Yeah, off the top. Makes it kind of tough. We're going to switch over to tokens, I think. I'm trying to find a deck I want to play tonight. Yeah, it's hard to do, especially if you're doing regular content. It's hard to do all original decks. I definitely copy decks. Not all of them, but I definitely copy decks because you kind of have to, or at least copy and make them your own. Change a couple cards out, things like that. We'll try this. There's no way I could do a video a day if I'm making decks each day. It'd be too much of a struggle. Get Authority of the Council down. We can get Case down too. Yeah, give it a crack. It's a fun thing to do. Just don't let it overwhelm you and consume your life like it does for me. No, I'm just joking. But I definitely do a lot of posting, and I would heavily advise against posting daily. Man, they're really going to town here. Seam rips and get lost. Really whatever's comfortable with you and your lifestyle. I mean, start doing a post a week and then see how you like it from there. You can always increase it. A lot of it has to do with how fast you can edit videos and things like that. There's a lot of different challenges in what you do. For me, to give you a snapshot of my videos, my typical video is I do roughly 7 games per video, and I do a intro and outro. But then I also got to find a deck to play or create a deck. And then I also have usually a couple games of testing also involved in there. And it takes about 2... yeah, I use the fountain port. Oh, use the raid. Oh. Yeah, I could do that to get rid of the... Yeah, I should have done that. I was too busy talking. Yeah, it takes about 2 hours per video, roughly. 2 to 3 hours. For me, at least. With editing and everything. Recording, editing, setting up the decks. Yeah, I definitely missed playing the raid. I really should even play the raid this turn, just to get rid of both of them. Even though I got enough for Elspeth, but I almost want to just do the raid. Plus, this will trigger our life gain. Yeah, no problem, man. Just playing for fun. I'm playing on the ladder, but I don't really care about the ladder too much. He's got an Elspeth of his own. Alright. Well. They're gonna kill my Elspeth probably if I attack in. They can do a lot of damage if we don't kill theirs. Day of Judgment, they'll get 2. I think we just have to get rid of it right now. Oh, that's so good. They're playing a very similar deck to what we're playing right now. They can just attack in for 8. Get this out, I think. Try to entice them to go after our Elspeth. Okay. Okay, went after our Elspeth. I didn't want to. I wanted him to attack it, not get lost, because they get this plus here. It's 8 in the air. Oh yeah, it multiplies because of the. We're dead. But that's how this deck is supposed to work, because those are the exact same cards in our deck. I was just a turn behind because I missed the play. Yeah, but I give it a whirl. Subspecies. It's fun trying it. Just don't let it get overwhelming, because you might find that you enjoy playing the game, but you don't like making videos for it. Rest in peace. We got an Ooze. Day of Judgment. Let's try this one. Until they show us that they're dealing anything with their graveyard, we're just gonna get the Ooze out. We'll hold off, because those cards kind of go against each other. That's a pretty good one to get down early here.
Will not hurt you. Your size belies your bravery.
Yeah, test it out. Try making a video or two and see how you like it. I think get lost right away. We're going to cast another one. Either get lost.
One way or another, this fight. Stand by my side.
Drew land. Yeah, that's the big thing. Just remember that it's all about having fun. Don't have any expectations going into it. It takes people a long time to build an audience. So if you get 2 views a video, don't get discouraged about it. Trigger that. I think we're just gonna hump our creatures here.
Your size belies your
YouTube can be a tough one to get consistent viewership and get to build an audience for. I got very lucky early on, and that's the only reason why I even started doing what I did. Bandits Hall. Okay, get lost. Another one. That's nasty. I'll be honest with you, I don't even think I want to cast that. We can pump all of our creatures. Do a map. See if we get another land. Rest in peace, we can pitch in our graveyard. So they have to do a sweep here. They've been missing land drops, so. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, as long as you're doing it for fun. They got a nice sweep going on here. Alright, hit her. Oh, they went negative. Alright, GG's. Yeah, in the algorithm, you never quite understand how it works either. It's as much as I like feel like I got a pulse on it, every once in a while I'm like, man, you just get shut out by it and you just don't know why. We'll keep it. We'll get authority down early. So to just give you a little story of kind of how this channel came to be. My son actually has a YouTube channel. He does VR gaming. All right, well, this is a quick one. He does VR gaming, so he created a YouTube channel, and I wanted to, kind of learn more about YouTube, posting videos and stuff, so we could have stuff to talk about. So I created a channel, and I play Magic, so I thought, why not just do some Magic content? And it was really meant to do like 4 videos a month, nothing serious. And after posting a couple videos, I had some that just popped off, which still have no clue. Again, algorithm, right? No clue why the videos did really well. And when I say did really well, they still are some of my best videos I've ever had were the first videos that I posted, as weird as that is. I want to say, I'd have to look back, but I want to say they got like 5 to 10,000 views each. Some of the early videos. So like for being a brand new person posting videos, getting that is just insane. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll start doing this and take it a little more serious and doing that. And needless to say, I've never had videos reach those numbers ever again. But that's okay because it's a growing audience thing, and I've slowly increased my sub count and yeah, been enjoying what we're doing. My big goal was trying to get partnered then, so obviously I was trying to work towards that. And I kind of put a time limit on myself because you all realize Magic's expensive. And to post regular videos, you have to have a lot of cards in the client, and that costs money to do so. So I kind of put a time limit on... Okay, they're going to have me discard. We'll probably discard the Ooze. And then we can draw Another card. So I kind of put a time limit by the end of the year. So I started in September. Catch most. I started in the beginning of September. I should say I started posting a couple videos in August, but then I started daily posting in September of last year. And I gave myself a time limit by the end of the year to get partnered. Otherwise, I'd kind of cut back on streaming or posting videos. We'll draw a card. Drafts can get costly if you can't go infinite. Drop another land. We'll get the second tomb down. We can draw again. Okay, get rid of our graveyard. I suppose they're just trying to get, I mean, that's kind of a waste, I think, for that one. Only one card. Okay. We can exile the creature. I think we just draw. Trying to get land. We did find a land. Get another authority. Kind of keep it in our hand because of the discard, but man, I'm gonna be drawing a lot of cards here. I actually have 5 draft tokens saved up. I just haven't drafted in a while. Interesting that he's going after those. Okay. But I guess these aren't as important because they will disappear. Which makes me, now that I know he has that stuff, makes me want to go after this one. Alright. Well, this can be a good one to get down. Always lose gold on draft. Every draft experience has been frustrating and gold loss. Won all 7 games? That's awesome, subspecies. We can kill their enchantment with this. We're just kind of waiting for like an artifact or something. That or a bunch of our creatures. We can put +1/+1 counters. Okay. Pump that up. My turn. Ooh, another one. Let me look at the top. Day of Judgment. Okay, well, I won't do that. I was going to say I could draw and then play. Now I get 2 creatures. And they're getting pretty big now. I used to do weekly IRL drafting. That was always fun. Friday Night Magic was always IRL. That was during like Return to Ravnica. I was really big into that. Oh, that is a killer of a card. Well, we could put counters. I think we do. I probably should have created another creature too with that instead. They gotta sweep the board, otherwise they are in trouble. Yep, there's their sweep. Okay, they're gonna turn on Ketramos. That's unfortunate, but we can get rid of it with this. That's enough for that to get turned on finally. We were kind of holding off on this because we didn't want to dissuade him. Man, all the enchantment and artifact removal. We'll draw a card. Elspeth. And we could do both of these, which is nice. He got rid of that. He has the Ugin. Well, we can ooze. Ooh, another Elspeth.
Vital to success.
We can get him for 4. I don't think that's the play, though.
More heroes.
He pluses his next turn. Allows him to draw a card. I think we got to do this. 'Cause we get 8 in next turn, 9. But then he's going up to 13, so it'll be at 3. We just got to hope that we get something there. I mean, we'll attack into the Ugin next turn so he can't ultimate it. If we don't draw. I guess to finish my story about starting up this channel, I ended up getting partnered or getting accepted into the partner or whatever for YouTube in November. It was like the second week of November. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Okay, well, we'll do this again. And he gets his Ketramos back, unfortunately. We can't. Splits up too. Gonna Johnny. Let's do this. Get a creature. We'll do this. Get a creature. We'll do this. Plus.
Sent on wings of light.
Unwise. The wise cheat.
Jesus. That's 3 times he swept us. Not counting all of the artifact sweeps. Yeah, I don't think there's much coming back from this. He's ultimating Ugin. We're good. Having a rough go tonight. Our opponent goes first in this one. We do have a Day of Judgment, as well as an Exile. Alright, get out of there. Alright. Okay, white, black. Hopefully they stay with just white, black. Is this Skelly? Yeah, it's Skelly deck. That'll be nice for some of the creatures that will end up in their graveyard here. Scavenger. They got another. They got a Weaver. We need to find an untapped land for next turn. I think we do this. Have to find that untapped land, though. Yeah, that's fine. Bad desist was a rough one for that one. Instead, we find another Day of Judgment. We're going to take at least 8, 9, 10, and then they cast anything, we're dead. Yeah. Stuck on land. I think I needed to play something a little more aggressive. We have our Easter Bunnies deck. That's always kind of fun. I don't know if I want to play that one, though. Selesnya Kithkin is pretty dang fast. Try being a little more aggressive here. Alright, we go first here. This is not too bad of a hand. We'll keep it. It's nice as we can get that sentry down early. Can help us start casting stuff. Seam rip. All right. What are we playing against here? Okay, is this the life gain deck? No, it's not. A little different hybrid one. be able to drop this. Get this out. Means we can get an. Oh, that's a great one for them. Guess we just do this for now. Yeah, that's how the arena gods work sometimes, isn't it, Nacho? They got a Momo. What else do they got that they're casting? Some other flyer. Starfield. They're warping the Starfield. You have a lot of creatures now. Seam Rip is going to go after our Fable. All this land. Holy moly. That's funny. Actually, you know what deck I kind of wanted to find? Is the ally deck. That's a fun one for doing aggressive. Out of 15. We're just drawing land like crazy. Shelter's pretty good. Because that can get after that Zenith. If we get this big enough, do no attacks, he's going to get this down, then he's going to have enough for blocking. Yep. Yeah, even shelter is not going to matter here. Let's go with, I want to go with the allies. That's the one I really like for the aggressiveness. We'll look at the list here. So this is the allies list. This is just a fun one because you got the siege breaker in here. And every creature just kind of feeds off of the other thing. All right. Let's rock it. Let's turn our luck around here. We do have the guide and the protectors. Not too bad of a start, as well as 2 siege breakers. Opponent goes first, though. You might. Voice victory. Starting town down. We don't have anything good to hit with Siegebreaker, unfortunately. Maybe we'll draw something. Shepherd. This is a very expensive deck to build. It has a ton of rares in it. This was, when this set came out, when Avatar came out, this was one of the first decks I made. And even after opening a ton of packs, I'm like, holy crap, I'm burning so many wild cards to get this thing built. Because it was like all new cards that was in this deck too, which is insane. Not all, but a lot of them, I should say. A lot of the allies. Alright, my turn. That's not the worst. Yeah, let's do that. Put this in play. And we'll just do white tapped. See what they end up doing here. I'm trying to find something else, obviously. He's going to seam rip, probably the Great Divide or Guide. That was pretty good for them. That makes this attack a lot worse. It does have Death Touch, though. But he very much could just block with 2 and kill it. Okay, Molize. Gonna do quite a bit of damage here. That's a pretty good one. The human. We unfortunately we can only do. Well, we don't. They took our one card, so. These are okay to hit with the Siege Breakers. Maybe we just hold off. No attack. Yeah, a lot of Avatar cards, man. Shepherd. I didn't really want to airbend that. I probably should have. We can bounce his Sage of the Skies. Okay, this one's a little bit better for us to go after. We are 1 mana short here. Just a little bit awkward for mana here. I think we're kind of letting them back in the game here. Yeah. I should have avatared and bounced at the end of that other turn. Yeah. This is nasty. Now they can get in for quite a bit of damage. Yeah, we're good. Let's try this again. Yeah, if I would have avatared there, I could have bounced one, and then I could have then made a copy of the avatar and had a trigger, which would have slowed them down significantly there. This is a little bit better. We do have the Fearless, which is nice. So they're aggressive. Yeah. Go human. See if they just go after that right away or not. Take it. Needle again. Two green. Okay, 2 life. Get this out. No attacks. Hellkite, that's a rough one. I think we let that happen because then that kind of incentivizes them not to attack in. So I think we still do that. Oh, it has first strike. I totally missed that.
Oh, man.
I'm tilting. Okay, they're not going to cast that next turn. Let's just get this down while we can. That way we can get a double trigger next turn. Go for an aggro red or black deck? Yeah. I think they have removal, but I think we got to do this anyways because of the draw spell. It's first strike, of course. Okay. Well, there's something to be said about keeping this up. Yep. And turn. Yeah. They just have it all, don't they? Now they can get their Hellkite down. Yeah, we're good here. Maybe we do go with a Rakdos. Aggro. Can always just go to Skelly's, I suppose, right? Is this the Rakdos list I was liking? That's just a regular one. Let me look at what else we have here. You can go with the mono red list. We're really not seeing a whole lot of control. This is kind of an anti-control list. Either that or we can go straight up life gain. We'll try that, I think. I always go with good old reanimate. Bach pizza. Let's place a couple skeleton matches. Nordoron, Battlefront. This isn't a very good hand here. This is much better. Keep that. Probably gonna hate this, but I'm gonna pitch a land. Just hope we draw one in the first 2 turns. Okay, they drop a forest. I'm actually gonna know where to run this. Try to slow him down a little. We can get in for 2 as well. Oh, geez. Now I'm having connection issues. There's just so many wipes in this format, and there's more coming in the next set too. Black gets another sweeper, which is kind of crazy. Seam Rip is really strong here. We also got Case of the... I mean, this is a really good hand. Badgermole Cup. See where we can hit that. Yeah, when you kill a couple creatures at the beginning against this deck, it just really slows them down. I mean, they do have mana here that they could cast another Badgermole. That's a pretty stellar start there. Go for the Badger Ball. We'll put the plus on 3. Okay, so it wouldn't kill that. We can do this one. So that's going to survive. We'll attack all in. They have the double block if they try to block that one. Down to 1. Do have a shelter for anything that we really need to really worry about. Otherwise, they got to leave a lot of blockers back. That is good. They have 4 mana available, but they gotta leave blockers. And as it stands, they can't block everything. Not to mention I have shelter. What you gonna do? They returned a creature. Still have 3 blockers. You need 4. And that's just nasty. Jeez. Finally, man. Felt like it was a desert of winds there for a while. Alright, opponent goes first. We can try this. If we can get to 4 mana, which we do have, we're going to be in pretty good shape. Would love to find a 2-drop, though. Alright, we'll keep this. This always tells me that it's probably an Ugin deck with the Planetarium, but I mean, it could be something else. Pretty good 2-drop. Yep, they're ramping up. They can sweep next turn, which will follow up with a Battlefront. Yeah, deck swapping isn't always the greatest choice, but that's okay. Tactics ain't gonna hit anything. They did gain life. We'll give that double strike. We could do creature, or we could go greedy. I mean, it doesn't really even matter. We're gonna... Yeah. Yeah. There's a reason this deck's nasty. I do want to finish the night off on an Ugin deck. I just gotta pick which one to play. Yeah, we'll try that. Don't have a 1-drop, unfortunately. You hate Ugin? Why do you hate Ugin subspecies? Curious. I know Jay Villain hates it, so me and him always joke around with it. Those are the only videos he refuses to watch that I make. We'll put this out first. Alright, we got... They haven't done a whole lot here. I guess they get a lot of token creatures that way? Maybe we shelter that. Yeah, let's shelter. Go after that, just so they can't do their shenanigans. We'll get a tap land in play. We'll tack in. They don't deal with this. This is going to get double strike. I might just end up clearing their board if they don't have anything else, just so we can get in for the full damage. We'll see. Was that his, He had that one video that came out with the controversy I saw. I noticed I was in it. Just a posting. Not like negative or anything. Talk about Mythic Mike. I'm guessing that's the video you were talking about. Where he was talking about another streamer or something. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. You were actually talking about the one where you like smushed 3 tribes together. I didn't actually look at the video, I just saw the thumbnail. Well, I guess our thought of removing that is not as good. Because he can still block. So we can do... this, followed by this, so we can get some damage in, and then we'll Battlefront next turn. I did kind of chuckle when I was in that video, though. I'm like, oh, geez. All the videos you don't want to be in. We'll decline. We'll leave that one. Yeah, I'll have to look at it. For the most part, I've been trying to steer clear of some of that stuff because there just seemed to be so much drama around it. I'm not really into that whole part of Magic. Does have flying. We can do nowhere to run and case. Because we can flash this in to kill that. I think that might be just what we do here. We'll gain life with the Innocence. Let's see where they do the square. Okay. We're gonna drop the square down. We only lose one creature. They lose everything. Yeah, it's a card game. I mean, I'm here to have fun with it. I enjoy making videos, but man, people get wrapped up in things a lot. They take it way too serious. Just try to steer clear of most drama in these people have. Try to be more of a positive channel than anything. Yeah. I don't even want to know what happens in Warhammer. I know, I mean, what I could just assume what's there, but I noticed that there's always gatekeepers in hobbies, like even like RC flying and stuff. I used to be into RC flying, and with the clubs and stuff, there can just be some really interesting personalities, we'll say. Only found the one, but that's a pretty dang good one. All right, GG. I figure let Mike just be Mike. I mean, I don't have anything wrong with him. I do enjoy playing some decks that I've seen on his channel, but I really can't weigh into you know, who makes what decks or anything like that. I can just merely say where I found a deck. All right, we go first in this one. We can try it. Get that tapped. We can get Case down next turn. He does put out some good content for videos, at least on the for playing wise. I enjoy watching those videos. So it's been a while since I've watched some of his videos because it gets a little repetitive on some of the stuff, but that's okay. He really enjoys iterating on decks, which is kind of a neat aspect to Magic. We're gonna probably know where to run. I guess we can seam rip it, right? Let's seam rip it. And then we can get the Weaver down so we can start growing. All right, man. Subspecies, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll catch you later. Put it on that creature. Face out. Accumulate wisdom. You know, I actually experienced the gatekeepers thing is kind of funny. Oh, that's a very good one for them. Well, we can double that. Gets double strike. We could get rid of this, or we could battlefront. I think we battlefront. Oh, we can do both. Look at that. And that should be lethal. Nice. We had a long, hey, Canna Chunky, we had a long streak of rough games. We were just jumping between decks. We ended up pulling up the good old trusty Orzhov Skellies to win some decks. We're playing a lot of aggressive decks, and we've been on the draw for a lot of them too. We go first here. It was funny you mentioned the gatekeepers thing. I had about 5 years ago, I started doing 3D printing, and I enjoyed it and everything. And it was very 5 years ago. It was very technical. A lot of tinkering with the 3D printers and stuff like that to get them to work right. So a lot of like knowledge had to go into it. And nowadays you can buy a 3D printer and out of the box the thing works fantastic. You don't have to futz with it. They're so much better than they used to be. And the 3D printing community are just terrible about that. They don't think people should be able to buy these things without putting in all the work and effort as they claim. It's just hilarious. I'm like, man, it's a tool. You're making it easier for people to use it. Why not embrace that? Yeah. Well, you know, they gotta pay me back for all of the rough games we've had. We also got to get land to get up to that, so might be a little harder to do that. What are they gonna go after here? What do they got brewing? So they're playing probably an allies deck, but I could be wrong. We could do. We could do this followed by the Weaver. I think that'd be kind of funny, actually. Because if they can't get rid of this, we can get in for quite a bit of damage next turn. Hound Reader. Oh, Seam Rip. Yeah, I think we got lethal here. So this gets double strike. This gets +1. And then we do Seam Rip. And then this gets +1. And that's lethal. Never even needed the battlefront. We're climbing up. What is that, 5 in a row? All right, we will keep it even though the opponent goes first. Look at that, another battlefront. What are people's thoughts about using 3D printed Warhammer? I'm guessing there's a lot of people that don't let you do that. Or is it like an official thing, like you can't do tournaments with it? Okay, this is going to be probably a tougher deck to go. I'm going to have to get rid of this emissary. Otherwise, they're going to go bonkers here, I think. They're going to just cast that next turn. Do we... I guess they just cast that, so I guess we have to do our other stuff. Bummer. Get the case out. Yep, turn 3 wins. Oh, that's a pretty good one. That's not good. He's gonna cast his emissary and then get another thing down, and he'll go wide. Second emissary. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, if you're playing kitchen table Magic, proxying, I have no issue with proxying. What do we want to do here? We have 3 blockers. We can do this, get case down. Do this tapped. And attack in. They got double block. They can't do this because of Menace. Okay. Down to 4. And then we got Battlefront next turn, so hopefully we can pull something out of a bag here. Krang. That's a lot of extra creatures they just got. I mean, I'd figure that anything not official would be banned from official events. That makes sense. Third-party stores? Yeah. I can see them trying to push it on the stores. I mean, the stores are incentivized to have you buy the product from them, so that makes sense. I don't think we're going to get that final damage in, are we? Well, let's see what we do here. They just went way too wide for us. Oh, we should have attacked with this. Why didn't we attack with that? But I guess they would have just double blocked. 6. We can block. 6, 7. No, we'd have to block here. Triggers more. They're good. We're looking here. Looking for something. Let's try a couple games with the Ugin Thief deck. Play a couple games with the Ugin deck, and then we'll call it a night. Gotta get up early. Cook a big breakfast for the family. All right, we'll try this. This is a little scary because we don't have any removal. And we don't go first either. They could go really aggro, but they didn't drop an L. Okay, it's a cat deck. We'll save that for the... Can't cast it during their turn. We did find that. If we do this to find our land drops. we want to remove the exemplar next turn. Get the core out. We'll discard a core. We'll start gaining life. Three, four, five. We can get a core out and cast Annex next turn. Actually, hold on here. This is getting a little rough here. Day of the Black Sun would be nice to pull up with this. I guess we're just gonna have to Bitter Triumph. We didn't draw land. That's rough. If we would have drew land, we could have Splinter's Technique and Bitter Triumph. As it stands, I think we just drop this. Little Bitter Triumph. Discarding that. Can still deal 8 damage. At least we're gaining 4. Now we can Day of the Black Sun with Splinter's Technique and kill their board. Or I guess we can't. Oh, they got us. Yeah. GG. Mr. Landrop, come on. Alright, we go first in this one. Do have the Rise of Sojin. A little slow, though. We'll try it. Very high casting cost cards. Beaver. Just that it's not a mill deck. Are we gonna get milled out here? Yes, we are. We just do that. Get rid of the beaver. They're gonna counter that. Oh, they hexed. They hexed their own? Yeah. I think we're in trouble here. Get this out. We can wrench next turn, and then we can even use Fulcrum. They got Kato.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
We still wrench. Boomerang is interesting. Maybe we grab a land. We can get them to mill their deck. How about that? The blocks.
Information is its own weapon.
One, two, six. Too bad we don't have our Ugin. Do we have anything that we can get rid of the artifact with? X. Run. Pretty sure Ugin is about it. Anything to get rid of our graveyard with? No. I think we got it. Yeah, it was a bad decision to switch over, wasn't it? All right, we're gonna play the other, the white version of the Ugin deck. I think I still have it in here. Okay. This is an MTG DVD deck. So this relies on Thrumming Pool and Elspeth for creatures, kind of similar to that other deck. Has a little bit more for removal. We'll keep this just because of the split up. Blue red. Blue red black. It's not the matchup I want to face here. Discard a card. Do Fumigate. And we are short on land. Trail creatures. Ah, the encounter deck. They can just get that back too. 6, 7. Yeah, next turn they can cast it again. Let's get rid of. Let's go for Ugin. Yep. Sweet. All my games are ranked. I never really play outside of ranked. Can't tell you the last time I didn't play ranked. He got me. Yeah, this, if you're not playing against creatures with this, not cheated in to play creatures, that is. This is going to be a rough go with this deck, but that's fine. We're going to make this the final game of the night. Alright, we got the Raid, we got Get Lost, Day of Judgment, Kin Binding. Let's try it. We even have a little Graveyard Hate, too. I have a feeling we're going to be facing something similar to last time. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, not good. Yep, now they have counter spell up. See if we can get that through. Draw at least. Get inner land drop. Okay. Too bad we don't have Elspeth, but at least we can get this down. As long as they don't have a Get Lost, that is. Back up. Rest in Peace doesn't do much to this deck, so we're not too worried about it. Nothing else we can really do here. Back in. Ultima. That's unfortunate. At least we still get our Kin Binding. Let's see where we go with this. That's not cool. All these sweepers, and they don't have any creatures. Jesus. We'll keep the draw spell. Right, they're drawing more. They did that on their turn too, which is interesting. Counter spell. See if we draw land, then we can just drop it. Fire up the weather maker. Slowly taken away. They've got all the land they could possibly want now. Yep, there's the Just guy. Oh. At least we can draw a spell at the end of their turn, right? So we just assume they're going to counter anything that we have that's good. Okay. You can counter that? Doesn't. Okay. At least we get rid of that creature. 'Cause that creature's kind of a pain in this deck. It's down to 34 cards. Raids our weather maker. Has a stock up. I'll be honest, most of the time I would just concede these because I hate playing against this long, grindy deck. Because it just doesn't do anything. It just sits there. But we'll play this one out. That was a weird play on their part. He's gonna go after the core. We got through 2 of the Just guys. He's got 2 more. He is tapped out, so we'll just draw. Gain 4 life. All right, my turn. Hey. Destroy all untapped creatures. See if he has an answer for this. I mean, he probably should with how deep he is in his deck. Oh, we're getting creatures. What are you doing? Okay, he's gonna bounce it back. I think we just let him do that. That's 3 Jeskai revolutions that were through. We could try casting it again. You'll probably counter this. Does land. How aggressive do I go against this is the question. I've got a couple Day of Judgments. Do 1 Day of Judgment. I just want to get rid of that creature. Insults again. Now he's definitely seen his whole deck at this point. So he's pulled out everything that's good that he'd ideally want. Another Rest in Peace is not doing anything. Love the 2 artwork. 2 different art. So he'll bounce the Hive Pool. Does he have the combo? Okay, we got that. So I think we save this. Let's try this. It goes away. Try to get the core down. All right. And let's cast the Authority of the Council. They're down to 20. It feels like we're just going to end up milling them more than anything if we even have a shot at winning this. They get lost that? Okay. I mean, we'll try to throw this down again. Do they pick up a counterspell finally that can handle it? They haven't. At least not yet. I don't think they only have No More Lies in their deck, I bet. We've seen No More Lies, but we haven't seen any other counterspells. And that went through 14 of their 17 cards, right? That's interesting. I don't know if I want to fire this up, though. I think we'll hold off. This is a grindy match. All right, they got that. Ooh. Have I get lost, but that's not going to be able to handle it. If they had a, which I think they do, if they had a no more lies, the get lost wouldn't be able to do it because I'd have to pay for the water bin cost. But the water bin, I could pay it with artifacts, actually. I definitely could do that, actually. Let's do that. Yes. Resolve. I didn't realize he had 2 of these. See what he does here. I mean, he could have 2 of the no more lies. He has the 3 steps ahead. Wow. All right. We'll take the damage. He destroys all artifacts. And creatures. I can't think he has more than 2 of those in his deck. And then he has 1 more Jeskai, right? Yep. I mean, we have 2 Thrumming Pools, 3 Elspeths, 2 Ugin. We're still fairly loaded in our deck. Speaking of Elspeth.
I welcome all allies.
How many Get Lost has he played? 1, 2. So he might have 2 more in his deck, but I doubt it. No, never mind. Guess he probably hasn't.
Even in this darkness, light will shine.
We will pump the tokens up at the end of their turn. We're already on 20 minutes on this match here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Play your cards. I know you can do it. Hey, Brown Fox, how's it going? Are they just roping us after all of that? How ridiculous is this? Did we just grind out the deck? Eluge list? What's an Eluge list? I think I'm missing. Missing what you're dropping there. Is there a certain deck you're referring to? I find it funny that that slow grindy deck, they played it slow and they ended up roping me. That is hilarious. That's Arena in a nutshell, I suppose. Bloomberry Legendary. Let me look it up after this match, and then we'll get off stream. But let me look at this first before we get off stream. I want to look up that card. Have I played one of them before in another list? The name doesn't sound familiar for whatever reason. Final match tonight, getting roped out. Yep. Alright, let's look at this card. Got a rare. Alright. Luge. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've never played with this card before. I played against a guy with this in his list today. He was playing that annoying flash deck with the creatures that are cheap to cast because you have sorceries and instants in your graveyard. Which enters or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. An island in addition to its other types for as long as the flood counter on it. First instant sorcery spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast for each turn for each land you control with a flood counter on it. Okay. Huh. Interesting card. I remember when this came out. I've never played with this card though. In fact, the deck that I played against today was the first time I've ever seen this card. And the funny thing is, he never even got a shot at casting it because I kept pulling it out of his hand because I was playing a discard deck. And this was a card I kept trying to get rid of all his creatures before you could cast them. Doesn't have any evasion. That's kind of an issue, but it's a fun card. Let me write it down. Illuge. Shortlist C. We'll definitely check that one out. Maybe I'll build something around it. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody for watching tonight. Hopefully you have a good Easter if you celebrate that. Otherwise, have a good rest of your weekend. And thank you again. Appreciate it. Thank you, Nacho, and everybody else for helping out in the chat and chatting with me and keeping me company tonight. And hopefully I'll be streaming next Friday or Saturday, possibly both. We'll see. And then also daily deck videos every single day. 11 Central is when they get posted. All sorts of stuff. We got a fun Easter one. We got a nice rabbits deck, obviously, for Easter. That's coming out tomorrow. We have what else do we have coming out here? We have a discard deck video coming out. We have an Ugin video coming out. So all sorts of stuff. And just appreciate it. If you could like the video and have a fantastic night and good rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you guys later.